an account, it's like, hey, you want me to remember that?
Right.
And I'll be like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, remember that.
Yeah. Well, and I sometimes do that, but then, like, the one time that, whatever crazy auto-generated password is created, the one time that I have to, actually type it in because for whatever reason that site or that app doesn't want to recognize it, then I'm like, oh, God. And it's not something that you can read, go, oh, I'll just remember these 42 random characters in upper lowercase and exclamation point and, the blood of a virgin and whatever else, yeah. So then I have to sit there and fight with that. And it's okay when it's on, my computer or on my tablet, but when it's on my phone and I have to tap that in with my finger, I'm like, I'm not doing this ever again.
Yeah. The only thing worse than that is trying to, like the Hulu on your smart TV.
Oh, God, yes.
2, 3, 4.
Well, at least now they finally got to the point where they're like, you can either go through that and type it in on the screen, or you can use a device or computer and log in and use the code. And I'm like, oh, I'll just get up and go to my computer and just type it in. There's no way I'm going to fight with the remote to do this. All right, welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We will be picking up where we left off last week, and we will have a quick recap here in just a moment. But before we get started, if you are watching on Twitch, scroll down. You should see some dials there. If you don't see the tiles, click on my profile image, and they should pop up. We would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. Tonight, we would like to thank the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebooks. They have a really cool dice rolling mat that when you roll it up, it looks like a spell scroll. She makes dice bracelets if you like to show off your nerdy side. They're leather bracelets with dice cutouts all the way around, and they're customizable and a plethora of options. She has a really cool new item that is like a combination dice vault, dice tray, and then it looks like a spell book, and when you open it up, the backside of the inside of the book is actually a spell slot tracker with little magnets and stuff. It's really cool stuff. If you're going to order for a holiday or a birthday or something like that, make sure you give yourself a little bit of extra time. She's over in the UK, so it can take a little while for it to cross the pond and make it through customs, especially with the supply chain issues that we have now. If you are a fan of tonight's game, we do have a website via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log on that page is written in the manner of Traveler News Service articles, and it deals with news from all across the Trojan Reach, well, from everywhere really, but mostly concerning the Trojan Reach. And sometimes the players show up. Oftentimes there'll be a background part of the game or part of the news article that unless you watch the game you might have missed it, but they're usually there. If you like the page, please on the front page give us a thumbs up. We like to see those fan likes, and we hope you enjoy it. So where we left off last week, you guys, man, a whole bunch of stuff happened last week. So you met with the Golden Queen, and more or less subtly insulted her, pissed her off. She extended the offer for you guys to be in, I guess it wasn't an offer, subtle forcement, to be in the Yggdrasil Joust, which is not a joust like you would expect. Instead, it is a bunch of 14 racers in grav racers these racers are armed. And you guys have ridden the space elevator down to the surface of Yggdrasil to where this race is going to take place. And actually, hold on just a moment. I apologize if I sound a little stuffy. I have been fighting a cold for the last week, and Today's actually the first day that I'm feeling quite a bit better. But it is still making me raspy and all of that. So, hold on here. Jesus. Yeah, no. That's way too big.
Can I slip Osk 1,000 to bet on us to win?
You certainly can.
Would you do that, Osk? Yeah. So I'll go ahead and remove 1,000 credits from my inventory, which easy math, because now I'm only down to 490. It's terrible. Yeah, place that to win, because if I lose, I'll probably be dead anyway.
To win, got it.
Yeah. I don't know if you can do place or what bets or not. But if it's like a horse track, you know, you could bet somebody just hits the top 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what my question was, sorry, I know that I said that these things had a beam laser on them, but that seems excessive considering that they are G racers. And I was looking at how that actually pans out as far as vehicles go. And how is it that... Here it is. I don't need that. So, let's see, how many spaces does this have? A weapon of up to 500 kilograms can be attached. That's what I wanted to know. How much does this weigh? This. Doesn't say. Well, that's freaking dumb. Okay, small turret, pod. 4 spaces of weapons. And only consumed 1 space. Okay. All right. So this has a small turret, the G Racer that is, and in it is a light laser cannon, which does 8D damage. So. Considering how extremely fragile the G Racer is, I mean, it's only going to take 1 or 2 hits, and this could pretty much destroy a G Racer. So that should be noted. But everybody else is you know, getting your popcorn and your concessions before heading to the stands, while Ting and Rexar are prepping with Devin, with Keith at the in the G Racer underneath, in the pit area, and Ox, as you go up and you are getting ready to bet, this is actually the poster that you see advertising this event. This is, it states, the 405th annual Yggdrasil Joust, and it lists, they're underneath on a brass plate or on brass plaques are names of previous winners, champions. It seems from what you're seeing that each of these people that are named on the plaque were all knighted by the golden king or queen or whoever was in charge at the time, and some of them, there's a small note on the plaque, and there's quite a few of these where they were knighted posthumously because whoever was the champion actually didn't survive, but they were the last one before they died. So either they got off one final shot, or their G Racer was so damaged that they crashed at the end of the race, but they were still the winner. So not all of these champions are survivors of this event. So Ox, last week you had placed 2,000 credits on Ting and Rexar winning, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I'll add 1,000 to it if I can.
You certainly can.
Okay.
All right.
Because we're going to win.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Can I use leadership to try and pep talk everybody?
Yeah. You certainly can.
Leadership.
Now there's one that, and luckily I have our skills bookmarked here. Leadership and tactics. Every single time that comes up, I'm like, wait, how did that one work? Because I always get them confused. Page.
I believe leadership lets you give a boon.
That's yeah. Well, they did change that in the 2022 update, and I kind of liked the boon bane effect, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with that. But yeah, in the 2022 update, they changed it to +1 or -1 for each effect. And so, what'd you get, Beth?
13.
Okay.
Damn. Captain?
So you have 5 boons that you can hand out
Jesus, really?
between, so 5 to break up between Rexar and Ting.
3 to Rexar, 2 to Ting.
Okay? All right. Okay. All right, so Ox and Beth make I have to think about this for a second because at the time that I had planned this out, I didn't know that Ching Shi wasn't going to be here. So Ox and Beth make recon intellect checks.
At 10.
So neither one of you notice anything untoward, but you do see. This is what you two see, and I would imagine Keith sees this as well as he makes his way up to the stands. So this is the stands. Let me go and remove Ching Shi from there. And Ox is coming in from this side over here, as he is coming from the betting booths. And Keith, you can go ahead and make a recon intellect check as well.
Six.
Okay. So what all of you can see here, and so these exits kind of go down underneath where the betting booths are, and that leads to the pit where the racers are. But what you could see coming out into the grandstands is you could see that this up here is the kind of the VIP booth. And you can see the Golden Queen is here. Her attendant, Lord Ashbury, is seated next to her. And, of course, close by her side is Lady Bellatrine. Vice Admiral Crond is also welcomed up here. And Admiral Alcyon of the Yggdrasil Navy. And there are a number of the Queen's personal guard around. All of the personal guard are wearing combat armor, but it is highly polished, not ceremonial in the sense that it is, usually ceremonial armor is the next best thing to useless. That's not what you're seeing. These are highly polished, serviceable armor, and they are all armed with advanced combat rifles and static blades. And there are a number of them all around. You can see them kind of meandering around on this first level. They're staying close to this box and, doing their job of guarding said queen. I will allow you guys to choose to sit wherever you would like to sit.
Alright. Gonna sit right there.
No.
View.
No. I will allow you to choose wherever you want to seat, but not in the VIP box.
Next to all of us? Okay. I thought we'd want one of us on the other side. Okay, so I'll go over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Now, can we, from this spot here, can we get an angle on the Queen to see if she's like pressing buttons to direct a laser turret at our ship or anything?
You can't really. I mean, from that vantage point, it's going to be a little bit hard,
Right.
because she is kind of up. This part here is this beveled edge at the top is lower so that they can, of course, see the race. But this is more or less a wall, and it's hard to really get a good angle on her. If you were sitting up higher, you might be able to see better. So these seats and these seats are up higher.
Okay, then I'll
Oh, alright.
I'll go up there.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
And you want to be up front?
I want to be in this.
Oh, you want to be this house. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So yeah, you can from here you can kind of see over her chair and if she's got something in her.
Anything sneaky going on.
Yeah, if she's got something in her hand, like a palm computer or something like that, you'll be able to see what is going on. As usual, the Golden Queen is wearing this convoluted, bright pink outfit with a golden chain veil and red sapphires, and she's heavy on the makeup, and you can't, if somebody were to ask you, well, what color's the Queen's eyes? You would have no idea. You really have no idea of what she really looks like, which is the entire point of the makeup and the veil. But you've got a good view from here as well. And meanwhile, down on the track. I have to give it a second for it to load. This track is enormous. There we go. Okay. So this is the starting area. And I have set this up so you're easy to pick out. You're this guy, the only one that's not colored like the rest, because let's face it, they're mooks. They're there just to blow up. But I made this so this truck is enormous. So each of these hexes is 100 meters. Your G-Racer can move between 15 and 18 of these hexes per turn. So now, having said that, every time you're going to come up here and try to make a corner or a turn, if you were doing it at 1800, or 18, which is the full speed that you can go, you're going to have to make a piloting check to make that corner, or else you're going to scrape the canyon walls. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Around the track, you will see these, and these are little items that you can pick up. They are sitting there on grav drones, and they can be things such as a performance base that will jack your G-Racer up to, instead of going 18, you might go 22. They could be a grenade of some kind. There's all sorts of little things. The way that you pick these up is that Ting would make a piloting check going over them to see if he can, line it up and get over it. And basically the floorboards underneath Rexar's back slides back, and Rexar can reach down and grab it. So, not a completely safe venture, and I'm sure that this whole ride wouldn't fly at Disney World, but things are what they are. And so, to make things easy, you are G-Racer number 14.
That's right.
The other G-Racers are just G-Racer, because hopefully they're just gonna, die a lot. So
you do remember that they all have gone through the entire inventory of the Sindalian Singagram.
Right. So they are all at disadvantage. Or, I'm sorry, not disadvantage.
They all think impoverished.
They're all at -2 due to being tired from being up all night.
Yeah, that cost most of my money, so I remember that.
Right.
That was awesome. I will pay that back, I think.
Yes. Give him his money out of the ship fund. And so, Ting, since you're the pilot, well, no, that's not going to work. Hold on here. Sorry, my brain, when I was doing this, I was thinking Starship Combat, not...
Vehicle.
Yeah. So
right.
what I will do...
While you're thinking, could I ask a couple of questions?
Sure.
Okay. first off, do I still have the Golden Queen's personal signal decoded?
Yes.
Yeah, so what's going on right now with that?
So oddly enough, it has gone dark.
Huh. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I just want to go ahead and jam all the signals around so that way nobody talks to anybody.
Okay. So that should be interesting.
Right. And I'm talking like I just want to really fuck everything up. It might make the drones go crazy or what. I'm cool with that. I'm figuring if the place is all booby-trapped, it's got to be remote controlled. They got to have a signal going. I'm in this nice G-Racer. It does have, some advanced sensors and shit on it, I believe. And,
yes.
And my comms. So I'm just going to, have fun with that.
Okay. So the funny thing about that is that this is a strange thing about jamming. So everybody's going to know where the jamming is coming from, and it's going to follow you around that track.
Right.
So everybody's going to know that you're sending out a jamming signal.
Okay. But, I mean, they're tired, and, again, if they've all been I'm guessing they've all been told to target us anyway.
Well, it's not just the other racers that are going to know this. It's the people in the stands.
Oh, and would that be considered a dirty dirtbag thing to do then?
Yeah, it's going to be looked at suspiciously for sure.
Okay, well, can I go ahead and get a sensor lock on somebody for when we start?
Sure.
I mean, if we're just going over the options, while we're kind of at a pause, and that, if I'm understanding this correct, that'll give my main man here some kind of advantage on shooting and hitting somebody, right?
It'll give him a +2.
Okay, then just the guy right there to our right,
This guy?
I want to time it and try as we take off. I think I want to take evasive action and just try to get a lock on him. So I'm not really going to charge forward. I'm thinking the law of averages and their bullshit tired condition, and then taking a shot at one of the leader. I'm thinking that's a solid strategy for a long haul marathon type race.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do the initiative. I'm going to leave initiative up to Ting, since he's the pilot. And we're going to kind of treat this in a similar fashion that we would with Starship Combat, in that the first thing that will happen on your turn is that Ting can make his piloting checks and decide how far he's going to go or how fast he's going to go between, up to 18 hexes.
Mm-hmm.
Once Ting does that, then Rexar can go. Does that and do his gunnery thing.
Okay.
So Ting, go ahead and roll your initiative, which is 2d6 plus either your intellect or your dexterity. It is an average 8+ check, and the effect is in either direction is your initiative.
What about a 10?
Oh, that's pretty good. So you got a 4.
While he was locking on, I wanted to see if I could sniff around for any foul play aboard our ships, see if anything had been messed with.
You mean on the G-Racer?
Yeah.
No, it has been checked out. Nobody has sabotaged it. Keith had looked it over. It appears to be, it's scarily in working order. Keith doesn't feel like he would be somebody who would climb into this thing, but, in a pinch, you guys could do worse, I guess.
All right.
And hold on here. Let me go to the other map. I am going to have Keith, Ox, and Beth you can roll initiative as well.
Hmm.
Should we just tell you what it is, or because we know where to put it in Trimmer?
Yeah, go ahead and tell me what it is, since you may not be able to see it because we're on two different screens here. So, Beth, what'd you get?
I got 10, so.
Okay, so you are also at 4.
Mine is -1.
Okay.
Five.
Ooh, so you are at -3. Okay. All right, so. So I did see that Roll20 is adding a new feature that looks kind of cool. They're adding a feature so that, like, if you have a blank map and you just want to wing it, you can actually draw walls and transparent sections and things like that now. It's not in yet, not that I'm seeing, but it is coming, they said. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. All right, so the light goes red, yellow, green, and a robotic flag drops showing that it is go time. And Ting, you can choose up to 18 hexes how far you want to go. Or choose, really between 15 and 18. So, like I said, if you want to make this corner up here, you're not going to want to be going full balls to the wall 18.
Everybody?
Are you there? Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my mute button.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No problem. That happens.
I'm running my mouth on mute. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's my understanding that the gun is on the underside of the craft.
Correct.
Correct.
Correct. It's in a small ball turret.
Yeah. So what I want to do is, I've got to think that we are going to be the opening target here. I mean, everyone got upgraded guns, so I'm going to cross, and I just want to climb real high, so our gun is pointed down at them, and their guns are hard to point up at us, and I want to get a sensor lock on that guy right next to us there. Unless I've already done that, I'm just going to kind of fly up and take evasive action. I want to spend my movement mostly just trying to be hard to hit.
Okay, but how far forward are you going to? So you're climbing, but how far forward are you going to move?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 8.
Okay.
8 X's forward and climbing. And I'm really trying to position the gun smartly, so my main man, I'm really trying to eliminate the competition, and I'm thinking that's a great thing right there.
Okay. So Rexar, you can this little ball turret's got a 360-degree angle or rotation on it. You can fire down towards this guy that you have sensor lock on. And sensor lock gives you a +2 to your gunner turret check. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually, you have gunner heavy weapon, or you have heavy weapons, right?
Heavy weapons, 2 and turrets, please.
So this would be heavy weapons. And +2 to that. Heavy weapons plus dex +2.
Oh my god, that's fun.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
13.
Okay.
That's really not.
So that is a +5 to damage. Damage is 8d +5.
And since we're at a higher elevation, I want to aim right for the cockpit.
Okay. Well, you didn't hit your called shot, but you did still hit. So 8d +5.
That's 30 points of damage.
Yeah. So in your rear view, Ting, you see this racer explode. And he hasn't even barely moved yet.
Well, on the comms, the open comms, I'm going to say out just in the general, everybody can hear, I'm going to say, that's not mashed potatoes, that's rice.
Okay.
Me and my wife have a game, and she gives me a sentence to use during the game, and that was the challenge, to get that and to kind of make it fit. So that was my attempt.
Okay. All
She'll
right.
watch this later.
Hold on a moment. Meanwhile, over in the stands, so Beth, you see one of the racers explode just as the green light goes, and the crowd everybody in the crowd just immediately starts cheering and is super excited by the carnage that they're seeing on the track.
Let's very carefully they could hear Rexar's maniacal laughter after the explosion.
Now, something to let you guys remember. Let me find it here. Here it is. So, G-Racers have only 3 points of armor on the front, rear, and sides, and they only have 4 hull points. So, like, these light lasers are quite OP, pretty much guaranteeing destruction. Just something to keep in mind.
So NASCAR is way better in the future.
Right. Yeah, it's far more interesting. So, Beth, you can see that all these people are cheering and being quite raucous. And you can see that this guard here, his attention is immediately diverted by the explosion, and you can see that he's given like a little fist bump in the air and kind of not doing his job of being a guard. Is there anything that you would like to do, or just continue to watch the race?
I don't think I have anything fun to slip into his pockets. His combat armor pocket. Yeah.
Beth, make a recon plus intellect check.
10.
So, up here in the stands, you can see that there is, everybody's standing and cheering, but you can see that there is one seat where one person is not standing. They're kind of hunched over. They're doing something, like bent over, reaching for something on the ground.
Is it like menacingly?
No, not really menacing. It's just it's very odd, and they appear to be doing something on the ground, but you can't tell what because there's all these people standing up and.
Okay, I'm gonna tap on the guard's shoulder and be like, check out this guy.
Make a persuasion plus Either social charm, your choice.
Wait. 6. That's not good.
He's like, I'm watching the race.
Okay, I'll keep looking at this guy
Okay.
and see if I can tell what he does.
Okay. Oh, probably help if I was paying attention to my own initiative stack, right? Yeah. There we go. So Keith, make a recon plus intellect check.
Okay. 12.
You see a guy wearing a heavy trench coat is moving through the people over here, trying to get through the crowd to a seat, and it seems like he's carrying something in his trench coat, but he's got a big bucket of popcorn as well. So you can't tell if he's hiding something or if he's just got, something else that he's carrying.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy.
He's probably a slasher.
Of course. There's one in every NASCAR event. Usually they're female. Okay. So you're going to keep an eye on him. Over here. Oh my god, this map is just enormous. I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach on this one. Alright, so this guy, let's see here. He is going to try to zip out ahead. Let me see. And he makes his piloting check. Let's see. Oh, he can't quite make it to the power-up. Sucks to be him. This guy is going to follow you, and they are going to take a shot at you. Ting, you can, since you did not go the max speed, you can make a piloting check for evasive maneuvers.
Okay. Now, I noticed this ride that we're on. It has does it provide a plus for its controls or anything? I thought I saw like quickness +2.
Sensor electronics have a +1. No autopilot still. Communications range is 500 kilometers. That's it. It's got. Oh, I'm sorry. It is agility +2. So yes, you get a +2 to your piloting check.
Yeah, it's inspirational how I read my character's stuff and
Right? Yes.
Yeah. So I got 1 in grav, 1 for dex, and then +2. This will be a total of +4.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and really try to do good here. I'm going to go ahead and use my boon as well.
Okay.
So I'll have 1 left. So I'm going to roll 3d6 plus, what was that? 4?
Yep.
Because of the agility. And, okay, I got 12 plus, I'll use the 2 6s, so that's 12 plus 4 is 16.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, well, this guy's probably going to miss you. Yeah. He shoots, and this section of canyon wall explodes. He misses you entirely. This guy is going to go to there, but as he passes the first guy, ooh, brutal. Holy crap, I don't even know if I have enough dice for this. I need to pull out all the dice. Yep. No, this guy, as the third guy passes, they blast this guy into oblivion. He is no more.
Wonderful.
And this guy, he misses. And this guy fails his piloting check.
Hell yeah.
And he is going to take... Well, he's got no armor left. He has no armor left, which is going to leave him with 3 hull points. Here. I'm going to make my life easy. Kind of do it like that. All right. Obviously, this soon in the race, these guys are not going to all want to pull triggers, because the second that you pull the trigger, then that is going to then make everybody look at you and want to pull the trigger on you. So they're kind of being a little gun shy here. I mean, we just started and they've already lost a couple. So Ox, make a recon plus intellect check.
Okay. Nine.
Okay. You see a similar guy in a trench coat carrying a large bucket of popcorn, moving his way up the stairs here over here. And he's moving up, trying to fight through the crowd as people are coming up and down the stairs. And again, it looks like he's carrying, popcorn and soda, but the trench coat that he's wearing is very bulky. Like, maybe it's hiding something. You can't be sure.
You should probably feel him out.
That's always the best option.
Yeah. Well, I make sure all of us know about, point them out over the comm.
Okay.
Hey, here's another one of those guys you're talking about looking. I think they buy their trench coats at the same store.
Right. Yes. Yes. They all shop at the same place. Yeah, I mean, in fact, they look almost identical. Not like they're, twins, but I mean, as far as how they're dressed, they would easily, if the two of them split up, you could actually mistake one for the other.
Well, I guess if this is some sort of assassination attempt, we could get kudos for saving the queen.
That's true. That is true.
But the best way to get her to stop talking about that title is to die.
Well, that's another thing.
Yeah. All right, Ting. How far would you like to move?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we've got this power up.
If you would like, if you would like, Rexar can go first and shoot, and then you can move. That's up to you.
Yeah. Can I identify the kind of power up that's there?
At this speed, you can only identify that there is a power up, not what it actually is.
I'm going to go ahead and use that other boon and just try to really do well here.
Okay.
On my piloting check, and I'm going to go ahead and you said I can go up to 18, but that's kind of a snaky little thing. But I'm feeling kind of cocky. Yeah, I want to go ahead and go 12.
Okay.
And try to hit that power up if my buddy wants to snatch it.
Okay.
I mean that's going to make us a target, but there's a lot of curvy stuff and it's a narrow stuff, So, I mean, if you don't want to go for the power-up, dude, and you want to shoot at somebody, man, dude, I don't give a shit. You do you. I'm concentrating on this area here, what I'm doing. So I'm going to roll that 3. This will be my last boon.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if I'm going to die, I want to at least be able to say that I...
Right. Well, it's the 2 highest plus 4, so.
Yeah. See, look at that. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. 1, 2,
Which is still better than 8. The dice god giveth. Dice god.
All right, Rexar. Make a. I will allow you. In this case, I'm going to treat it like kind of like a grapple, so you can make a strength check.
I'm very good at this. How many boosts did Rexar get?
3.
Oh. That's without the boon. That's a 11.
Okay, you grab this power up. So you reach down and grab the power up off of the drone, and this is a power module, and there is an empty socket next to you that you can plug this thing into that will boost your speed on the next turn up to 22.
Okay, hell yeah.
Still take a shot?
Yeah, I'll let you take a shot. It was a minor action to grab it.
I'll shoot the lead racer.
Okay.
I will use a balloon dice this time.
Okay.
Get in. Hell yeah.
12 plus 5.
Ooh.
Man. 12 plus
So
5
that's
is 17, ain't it?
Yeah, 17. So, yeah, that is a plus 8 to damage, automatic critical. But I don't think it's going to matter. Go ahead and roll 8d plus 8. I mean, I don't know that a critical is going to matter because I don't think there's going to be much of this thing left.
We'll just have to go. Get him. +5 plus 8. So that's 33.
So, this laser streaks out, and this guy at max speed explodes, and there is trash blown all over the course. All right. And now something interesting happens. Aside from blowing up G-Racers. All right.
Are they just like watching a video feed of the race now, kind of on highlights?
Yeah. Yeah, more or less.
Because we've moved through the canyon. I mean, we're kind of gone now, right?
Yeah, there's big screens up showing, showing the race in different areas. Is that all? Yes, that is all of them.
I hope we're getting some good commentary.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Hitman Sniper. That's real discreet.
Well, you know.
Good thing there's a bunch of human shields around, huh?
Right.
There'll be some combat armor for looting, in the near future, probably.
So, Beth, you see the guy that was bent down fiddling with stuff. What he was fiddling with was he was assembling a Gauss sniper rifle.
Woo.
And he comes up, and this thing, go ahead and make a recon plus intellect check.
Seven.
You can't really tell exactly, but it looks like a pretty advanced scope on this thing.
Okay. Are the people next to him aren't paying any attention, I'm guessing? Or are they freaking out?
That's a really good question. Did anybody notice? No, nobody has noticed. They are paying attention to the big Jumbotron watching the race.
Okay. I have a feeling this guy is going to shoot onto the track maybe when they come by. The scope is that good because the Golden Queen is not that far away. So.
Well, you guys have at least sidearms. So if you want to draw your pistol and yell gun, active shooter, active shooter.
Yeah, I think I will alert the guard and say gun this time, which has to get his attention, right? I don't have to persuade, do I?
No. So yeah, you inform the guard. That is your minor action. Of course, the guard is all kinds of concerned about this. He also gets a 0. And he turns, of course, and can see this guy with a sniper rifle. Now, the sniper rifle, you can't tell if the guy's going to aim towards the track, which is all the way up here, or if he's aiming for the box.
I'm going to jump in front of the box in slow motion and yell, no. How far is the drop to there?
5 feet.
5 feet. Okay. I think I'm going to use the rest of my action to alley-oop and drop down.
Okay.
It'll give me a lot more cover.
Okay. Okay. In your leap over the stands and through people, are you drawing your pistol or what are you doing?
Perhaps once I land.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Queen's Guard, he is thankful, and of course he has radioed the rest of the Queen's Guard. He's going to take a shot with his ACR. He's a really good shot. But it does not get through the sniper's armor. Oh, wait. Maybe it does. Hold on. I was looking at the wrong thing. I am wrong. It does indeed. Wait. Yes, that was right. All right, so it gets through the guard's armor. He does not go down, though. He takes it like a champ. The rest of the guards will act on the next turn. These hitmen... this guy, from underneath his trench coat, he pulls out a laser carbine. Ooh. And misses so completely bad that the two civilians up here sitting in these two seats are both dead because he missed so bad. This guy, he misses shooting at this guard and kills somebody in this seat. And this is going to get ugly real quick. And over here, this guy isn't going to be that dumb. He is... he's going to move up here and fire on the Queen's Guard. Man, really? Misses. This guy is going to use two minor actions to move there, and that's what he's doing. Keith, you see all of this transpire. What would you like to do?
I think I will focus on the sniper and take a shot at the sniper.
Okay, go for it. So you've got your pistol, which I think you're carrying a laser pistol, right?
Yep. 11.
Oh yeah. So that is a +3 to damage. And this guy has -5 for his flak.
Only 12.
Only 12? Only, huh? So let's see here. All right. So you hit him. He's hurting, but still up. Anything with your minor action? Did you want to move? Did you... Oh, wait. You drew your pistol. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. All right, then. Let's see what these other idiots are going to do. He misses. Yes. This guy here makes it to about here, scrapes the wall again, and explodes. He's really tired and didn't do very well. This guy was like, I'm out of here. Ooh. This guy's doing pretty good too. But not good enough for his gunner. I'm just going to move these corpses off of the map because they're kind of in my way.
With all of those exploding vehicles and crap in that nice, neat little tunnel, would there be smoke and stuff making it harder for them to do what it is they're doing?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And one of them is going to fire on you guys. Ting, do you want to make a piloting check for evasives?
I sure will. An 8.
That still counts. And they miss you guys again.
Wonderful.
That's good for that that -2 that they've got going on. Otherwise, that would have hit. The hitman sniper is going to make his shot. And miss terribly. Not critically miss. His shot hits this wall right here. So he's aiming for somebody in the booth. Ox, what would you like to do?
Well, since it doesn't look like an automatic sniper rifle, right? Looks like a typical single shot, heavy caliber.
Yep, it is a Joust sniper rifle.
But then I think the best place to be with somebody shooting a sniper rifle is right next to them.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm going to try and climb over the chairs and wrestle with him for the rifle.
Okay. Go ahead and make a athletics dex check for climbing over the chairs as a minor action.
Okay. Yeah, an 8.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So, yeah, people are now, at this point, screaming, and it seems like half the people are screaming, the other half can't tell whether or not, I mean, it's really loud, so they can't tell whether or not this is part of the race, and not sure if they should be concerned. But you climb through the throngs of people, and you get right up next to this guy. You can go ahead, you're going to try and wrestle the rifle away from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least keep him from shooting it again.
Okay, so you can make a strength check or athletic strength if you'd like, and it is a contested check for grapple. He only got a... Let's see here. He got...
I got a 9.
He got a 4. So you have the weapon. Are you going to yank it out of his arms, or are you trying to tie him up with it?
No, knock it out of his hand.
Okay, so you now have the sniper rifle. You just reached over and took it.
To get rid of that as fast as possible.
Okay.
Can I toss it down this direction?
Yeah. So
I don't want my hands on that thing.
Yeah, you take it out of his hands and throw it down towards the other queen's guard. All right.
Okay. Hopefully there's no reason for anybody else to shoot in this direction then.
Yeah, you would hope.
I am hoping.
Okay, Ting, what would you like to do? I mean, you could tell Rexar to slot that booster, and you can go up to 22.
Yes, I want to do the 22. I've rolled low the last 2 times. I'm thinking, I'm due. And I counted 22 hexes to that next power up.
Also, all lets us go.
That seems correct. Go ahead and make your piloting check.
About a 13.
Oh, nice. So, yeah. Rexar, make a athletic strength check.
No boom this time. And
So you reach down and pull up this canister. Sorry, I got the book that I'm looking for was on the bottom.
It's always the last place you look.
Right, exactly. This canister is actually a small bomb.
Hell yeah!
And you pull this thing up and you're like, hey, what's this? Oh my god. it is a bomb.
Big Rexar pulls it up and just grins.
There's no use in being scared. If it blows up, it's over anyway. You might as well be happy about it.
Right? Well, and this is funny. I don't know, I'm looking in the right place. So there is no small bomb. I'm sorry, it's a medium bomb. Yeah, this thing,
Better.
yeah. AP 25, blast 25, one use, does 2 DD damage. So I don't know if you guys are aware of what DD damage is, but it's, so in this case you would roll 2d6, multiply by 10. And it goes out to a range of 25 hexes. So you have this bomb that you can drop on your next turn, Rexar. I'll get rid of that power up. At least you're in a big area. Your next turn will be entering this small canyon down here. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I don't know if there's a lot I can do from here. Could bravely run away.
Bravely.
I mean, I'm down low. I took cover. Can I see this person? Do I know they're doing anything?
Yeah, you can see them. They have pulled out a laser carbine from under their trench coat.
Okay, I'll take a shot.
Okay. Now, you're using a Gauss pistol, correct?
Yeah.
Are you gonna single shot or are you gonna burst fire?
I'm gonna single shot it. There's a shitload of people around.
Yeah.
I don't wanna...
I mean, do we care about those people? I mean, you're a pirate, you know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I saw a hilarious meme about a Disney show, and they're like, I don't really think that Disney grasps the true meaning of pirates. And it's a meme of this cartoon that they have, and these little kids are dressed up as pirates, and they're holding a sign that says, "The meaning of being a true pirate is that you never take things from others." It's like, what?
I got 11.
That's a hit. That is a hit with +3 to your damage.
14.
Okay. Oof. 9. Yeah, I don't know if this guy can take all that. So there is 7. That's 6. That is 9. Okay, so yeah, you tag him, and it goes through his flak jacket, and makes him unhappy, but he's still up. Anything with your minor action? Did you want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna move into the tunnel somewhat. I mean, you can't do that without me being in stand, but
Right.
Cover safe.
Yep, I gotcha. Okay, so these guys.
Just running away from the sniper rifle?
They're moving to protect the Golden Queen.
I understand. Yeah.
This guy is going to... He's going to take a shot at the hitman, and he is using burst fire on his ACR. Auto 3.
Damn. Yeah.
But he misses. Not bad enough to kill anybody else, but there are some people that are rather nervous at this point. And this guy is going to shoot at this guy. And he hits him. 3D plus 3. Oh, man. Actually, it's 3D plus 4. That's 11. Ouch. This guy actually drops unconscious. He really took a face full of auto fire. And so these three down here move to try and get around and kind of create a human shield around the Golden Queen. The hitmen... Whoops. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I kind of like that. Let's see. He's going to move here, and he... Whoops. He's going to shoot on the Queen's Guard. It's such a target-rich environment. And he hits with just an 8. Yeah. It goes through the Queen's Guard's armor, and he is left with 2 endurance, but he's still up. This guy is going to shoot on Beth. And he just barely hits. And he does 11.
Does being like in the tunnel fuck it up for him at all?
Oh, that's true though, huh? I'm gonna say that he's got a -2 to hit you due to cover, so he misses you.
Okay.
That's a good point. This hitman isn't quite that dumb. He moves here. Okay. Yes, that's all of my hitmen. Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
I would like to fire back at the person who shot at Captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this jerk over here.
Yeah. And that is 12.
That is a +4 to damage.
$19.
Oof. Ooh. So your laser fire hits this guy and stitches him from crotch to forehead and literally saws him in half.
Oh, nice. That's amazing.
He is way done. Anything with your minor action?
I would like to follow the captain's lead and hop down.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a athletics dexterity check.
Eight.
Oh, no problem. You hop down. Meanwhile, on the track, I think these guys are going to start murdering each other because they're, compared to Ting and Rexar, they're way behind. So, these two guys, first of all, crap. But both of these guys fail their checks, and you can hear and see sparks behind you as both of their craft are grinding on the walls. Right there. And then... oh, jeez. This guy fires wildly and misses. He technically got a 0, is what he rolled. Is how badly. These 4, they do much better. And I'm not even going to bother rolling dice because I already know how much damage it's going to be. This guy explodes. Oof. And this guy explodes. And that's a miss. And this guy explodes. And now the last three, or is that 3 or is that 4? Yep, that's 3. Okay. And they all take damage. Shit, I don't know that you guys are going to make it to the end of the track. You're going to win by default.
But that power up right there at the very beginning really set the tone. I mean, it's hard to keep up.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Miss. Miss. Okay. So that is those guys. Yeah, and your piloting's been good so far, so you guys haven't been hit, that's going to end your race real quick. Hitman is going to, let's see, as his minor action. As his minor action, he draws a blade and is going to try to stab Ox with it.
Damn it, Ox.
Well, I will try and prevent him.
Good.
I'm trying to bite his throat out with my teeth.
Sure. I mean, you can go ahead and this is a pretty bad roll. So you can try to parry if you want. And I don't know what you were going to parry with, but
Yeah, well, I have a dagger I could pull, but it's not in my hand.
okay. Well, either way, this guy tries to knife you and misses terribly. In fact, how bad off is he? Well, he got a 4. So he only got like a -4 to hitting you, but it's not a critical failure, but it's pretty bad. He fumbles that terribly. So, Ox, what would you like to do?
I'm going to try and bite him. They gave me teeth for a reason.
Go for it. I really want to. We haven't had a Vargur that likes to bite people in a while.
So I got skill 0 with the teeth. So I think it's going to give me the not a minus. Let's see what we get.
So yeah, I mean it's a melee, so you get to choose your choice, either strength or dex.
I only rolled a 2 plus 3, so 5.
Okay, so you did just a little bit better than he did, which is not well.
Which is not well.
Okay.
But I think the teeth is actually dex or strength, I believe, in the book.
Is it? Okay. I thought all melee was
dex if I could have, because I have a plus there.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually, hold on here.
But I'll snarl at him and tell him I'm going to rip his throat out. Well,
Right.
let's go for some morale. Psych warfare.
Yeah, it says strength or dex.
Oh, okay. With that 5, I still missed. But let me change that to dex. Okay.
I think you do get to add your strength modifier to damage, though. If you hit.
Yeah, well, got to do that first.
Yeah, you got to do that first, and then, you know, complications, rules.
Yeah. And my strength only is a 6. I don't even think I get a modifier for that.
So Ting and Rexar, what do you guys want to do? Rexar's sitting there with the bomb in his lap, which, I mean, he's got a big grin on his face, but he's sweating a little bit. I mean, it is a bomb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to try and tell him what to do, but I'm going to zoom the fuck on. You know, full speed ahead. It's wide open.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I see no reason why not to try to go to that other opening there. If he wants to drop that bomb at any point in time, you know, whatever, he might get a timer. I don't know what the, you know. So I'm not concerned about that. We're racing, and if you ain't first, you're last.
Right. So Rexar, do you want to drop the bomb here, or do you want to hang on to it for a few?
Can I get a good look at it, see if there's a timer, there's proximity, or...
Yeah, there's a timer on it. Minimum that you could set it for would be 6 seconds.
I set it for 10 right before we zoom off and throw it towards the cluster of 3 coming out of the pass.
Well, you can't really throw it, but you could drop it out the floorboard and shut the floorboard. So it will be essentially sitting here.
13 seconds.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Go 8.
Is it same rules D&D where it's like 6 seconds is a round, or
6 seconds is a turn, and so your turn is 6 seconds. Things in I want to say that they go faster in Traveler, but maybe that's not the case.
it seems like if
It would
each
be
individual turn is 6 seconds, then compared to a round being 6.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, 8 seconds then.
Okay. Okay. So you guys get to the opening.
I got a 10 on my piloting to make that run in the wide open area.
Yep.
And I was dropping that before we zoomed, so it's at the base of where the 3 are right now.
Right, right.
Okay.
Okay. We'll get to that in but a moment. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
It just occurred to me that maybe the Golden Queen really deserves to get assassinated, considering how shitty everything is for the rest of the people. So I'm gonna stay out of it. From this point on,
I'm gonna
tunnel and hope that nobody tries to murder me.
I'm going to let nature take its course.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Did you want to move anywhere? Or just
I'll be moving further into the exit, so I guess I could hang out here, I guess. That's like way in the exit.
okay. So you move it, you bravely run away. Not my circus, not my monkeys. The
Yeah, fuck these guys, that's what I think.
Queen's Guard, this one, gonna make his shot. And he hits this guy. Let's see, that's 7. No, wait. Okay. So yeah, he burst fires this guy, but he's still up. This Queen's Guard going to move here. And he's scanning the crowd to see if there's anybody else. He acknowledges, like, Ox, but he's not going to... he's got his gun trained up there, but he's not going to shoot because he can see that Ox is trying to help.
I like him.
The hitman, this guy is going to shoot at the Queen's Guard. Yeah. And misses terribly. There's another poor civvy. This is going to be on the nightly news. You guys have kind of done a number on my hitman. This guy, as a minor action, pulls out a hand grenade. Yes.
Hit them, they're hitting them.
And gets a 10 on his throw, which means the grenade lands right in the Golden Queen's lap. So the Golden Queen's going to look like the Rick and Morty episode where they explode. So this guy takes 2. This guy takes 2. And this guy takes 2. Man, this is going to be ugly. That's 0. 0. The golden... So this grenade comes up, lands in the stands, and rolls under the Golden Queen's chair, and the bomb goes off. He's dead. She's dead.
Wait, I have duct tape. Let me get in there.
The Golden Queen is blown out of her chair. She is unconscious. You're not sure if she... Well, you're not sure if she's unconscious. You know that she's still in mostly one piece. This guy is also unconscious, or you're not sure. And he is unconscious. So yeah, this grenade goes off in the VIP box, and that is his turn. Keith, what would you like to do?
You just heard a bomb go off.
Yeah, you see an explosion in the VIP stands.
Yeah, I would like to get out of here.
This way, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I don't want to run towards the vehicles whizzing around.
Yeah, no, I'm out of my...
I'm a pirate, I'm not a swashbuckler.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can run in there. So you run into the stands.
Out of the stands.
Or out of the stands,
Underneath,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, underneath. G-Racers.
They're gonna win the race and roll up and be like, yeah, and they'll be like,
Yeah, the stands are going to be smoking, and yeah. These 3. So, Rexar, roll 2 2DD. Are you muted, Rexar?
The total was 9. So I rolled a 9. That means it's 9D.
So it's 9 times 10, so 90. Okay, so these three. Are no more. And these two, because they're around the corner, they're kind of shielded, which means they're going to have to make a piloting check, though, because that's a hell of a shockwave. They make it with a 9. I think these are the only two left. And they can't have that, so one of them shoots the other one. And you can hear over your radio, you can hear the race announcers. Oh, look at that! It's down to a 2-racer race. That was a hell of a move with that bomb. Meanwhile, all right. So the sniper is going to get serious and try to stab Ox again. Usually, when somebody gets bit, it's from Rexar. But so every time I say that he's about to bite Ox, I'm like, is it Ox or is it Rexar? Ew, he just stabs you. For 3 points. So what kind of armor is Rex? Or is it's Rex? What kind of armor is Ox wearing?
Cloth.
What TL?
10.
Okay. So your cloth armor stops that knife blade because I mean you've got protection 8, so he's not going to get through that with 3. Ox, what would you like to do?
Does this guy seem like he wants to fight to the death, or is he thinking maybe you're trying to get away while he's...
He looks pretty intent on finishing you and then leaving.
You know what? I'm going to try and disengage and hop back over the seats to like mirror over there.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics dex check.
Because I really don't need to kill him. I think we've accomplished that goal.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we've already failed everything, so...
An 8.
Okay, so you hop over, and you are now down 5 feet.
And I'm going to pull out my body pistol in case he wants to come after me.
He says something to you in a language that you don't quite understand. Or maybe you do. What languages do you speak? Well,
yeah.
obviously you speak Galanglic, but and Vargur, and I forget the name of Vargur language. But did you pick up any other languages?
No, sir.
Okay, so this guy says something to you, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, but it sounds like there's way too many consonants in the word that he's saying. Like, there's not enough vowels there. And the vowels that are there, it looks like there's 2 vowels right next to each other. It's a very strange language. And he says it kind of like a curse word, like he's gritting his teeth and he says this. Like, Zidraklas.
Yeah, and your pack mother, too.
So you hop over. that was your main action. You can still move 6 meters. Each square is 1.5 meters.
Let me get out of range of any auto spraying guns shooting at them.
That's a good idea. Okay. Looking around, you don't see the captain or the chief engineer anymore. You're like,
That's one of the reasons I decided to leave.
Yeah. Like, I am all alone here. Meanwhile, on the track, let's look at G-Racer 14. Ting, what would you like to do? And Rexar, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 is that next power up, and that's not really that far. Can I? Because I'm only moving 7. You know, can I? Give my boy a little. Use the majority of my movement to line him up with a better shot there on that guy. And then, if I've got to use some movement, I guess I'm just going to that power up right there.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'd love to take the shot before we lose line of sight, though.
If you need my piloting check to be able to figure out how you want it to go.
So,
I forgot the R.
You could move to here. Rexar, go ahead and make your shot.
Right at the cockpit.
Okay, you're calling it. Do you have one? Do you have a boon dice left?
Yeah, I've used 2, and I had 3.
You could make. You could make another boon. Another boon roll.
All 4s. So 8 plus 5.
You didn't hit the called shot, but you did still hit. Go ahead and roll your dice for damage. That's plus 5 damage. Just for fun, let's see exactly how much damage you did, because sometimes overkill is fun to witness.
I rolled a 13 on my piloting skill. Would any of that give him a more stable platform to beg for more bonuses?
Not really.
Yeah, that was worth a shot.
Really poorly, 25.
Well, I mean, he's only got 3 armor and 4 hull, so
Oh.
he is.
The turbo laser at paper mache.
Yeah. Well, and you're also running around in paper mache. So you make your piloting roll, and Rexar, make a as your minor action, you can make an athletic strength check.
7.
Okay. You miss this one.
So we're doing it as we're passing it?
Yeah. We don't really need those anymore, I guess.
Right.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's dead.
Yeah, you are the last one standing, and here's what we're gonna do.
Compared to everyone else, how many people did we kill?
Oh, we got the body counts.
Yeah, you guys have the highest count thanks to that bomb.
Yeah, that bomb was great. I don't care about the queen dying as long as the bookie doesn't die. I'm good. You know?
Right. Yeah. Don't blow up the betting booths. I want to get paid.
Right. But I'm kind of, as a player, I'm guessing these dudes are also trying to heist this fucking cargo that I've got located. That sounds like some valuable shit.
Well, that's probably going to be something completely different. And I'll,
Oh, wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, well, her getting jacked will really open up the chaos for us to go get that fucking cargo on our ship and go.
Ting, make one more piloting check.
All right. You know, Because we are the last one standing, can I take my time to get an additional +2?
Sure.
Thank you. That's a 15.
Nice.
Well, if you're asking for like one final piloting check for it all, I want to try to get the best effect I can, you know?
So here's what we are going to do. Everybody is going to roll initiative again.
Hey, I have a question.
Sure.
Is it possible to examine a corpse to find out what like age it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, usually you can get an age range. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
four,
All
5.
right. Cool. I didn't know if like taking those anti-aging drugs might interfere with that or something.
Oh, yeah. So there is a possibility with the anti-aging drugs that you could be severely off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. Wait a minute. There it is.
I'm sorry, what kind of check is this?
It's a new initiative.
Oh, I guess that's Ting and us. Are we there at the thing?
You will be, but we're going to be picking this up next week. But I'm setting up the initiative for next week so that we can pick up right away.
Well, the reason I'm asking, you know, is, I mean, I'll roll my initiative, is because, you know, if I'm hearing the chatter on the comms of all this stuff going on, we might want to stay in the thing with the heavy gun and all the movement and not get out if there's a confrontation up there.
That's possible. All right, let me make some sense of this. You got a -1. Wow, Ox with your 8. Jeez. So Ox, did you roll an 8? Yes. So you're at actually 0. Okay. I was like, wow, that was huge. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. So we will break here and we will pick this excuse me, we will pick this up next week with Ting and Rexar pulling in and seeing the smoke in the stands and the ridiculousness going on. And we'll figure out what is going on with the cargo as well.
Good job not dying, everybody.
Yes, good job to Ting and Rexar and everybody, yeah.
That's the red button a lot of times, and a lot of people blew up.
See you next week.
All right, have a good week, guys. I will see you next Wednesday.
Thanks, man. That was pretty fun. And yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.